Acceptance sampling is a very important part of the manufacturing business. This statistical method is used in the industry for quality control. This process ensures that all defective materials will be accounted for and taken into consideration when deciding on whether accepting or rejecting a whole batch is more appropriate. There are, of course, plenty of risks involved with making these binomial decisions, some of them being producer risk and consumer risk. Producer risk is the risk taken when mistakenly rejecting good quality products when they really should have been accepted in the first place. Consumer risk being that accepting a product when it should have been rejected because of the amount of defect the product contains. These types of risk will result in negative feedback from consumer and financial loss. All sorts of material should be inspected prior to its acceptance. This process plays a large role in the engineering field. Engineers use this method instead of having to test individually. This makes production more efficient, saves company time, and saves money. Larger sample sets require random selection. This ensures that the data reflects exactly what it would have been like if we were to measure the entire batch. In addition, if the acceptance level is more than 3%, it is wise to not accept the product because it represents low quality product. The process of acceptance sampling has its benefits and its side effects that must be considered before testing. The pros to this process is being that it controls the overall quality of the material being worked with. This does give us a better insight of the level of risk we do have. This process is the most efficient route when dealing with defects. And this method is very flexible in terms of letting us set our own parameters. Of course, every pro does have its cons. For instance, the process does not improve the overall quality of the product, and there still are plenty of risks rejecting good quality products. As well, the process is heavily dependent on random sampling, and sometimes testing can be too destructive by damaging perishable goods. For example, during World War II, there was no productive way to test all the live ammunition, so testing had to be done by sample sets because 100% inspection was too destructive.